It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get...
Sorry. We didn't mean to...
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. All joking aside, our responsibility dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the doctor were to crash the party, it would be next...
Yeah.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis Di and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all hate them, so, well, the sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side. That's certainly... how much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smile. Come on, give me a smile so that I can be less worried. I'm looking good. There are many kinds. Let's go.
He's over there! Let's go say hi! Tainari!
Ah, Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Hey there.
This is our friend...
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something...
All right, then follow me. This place is better. We won't be disturbed. Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me? The doctor.
He's that straight...
Yes,
He left.
Yeah, he can...
Can I ask what... Sorry, for now?
Cyno. I see. Okay.
Cyno's name really?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. You don't need to tell... The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar...
Hypatia?
And what do you mean?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean... you're leaving this place soon?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis Di. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, Hypatia will receive the most advanced and effective treatment. I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable to you?
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities, to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic. Still, his reaction...
I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today, what with Her Most Noble Majesty the Tsaritsa calling for our return. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said, you're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewdness. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at...
He asked he never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation.
I can barely believe...
I don't think I missed any...
Sorry,
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. Recently, my master...
Hasn't he?
Yes, but my master... This has been a
I get it. Since you...
I'd like to ask...
I can do that. The Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what... If the higher-ups... If the situation becomes critical.
All right. We've got a plan.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra...
I must say,
Being loyal to the... On that note...
the Academia, I suppose...
I see. So you noticed something was up with the Academia from the very beginning.
This may well be how Cyno became involved in all this. In that case, I must keep my promise and help you however I can. Also, if you run into Cyno again, please help me pat. I think this may be something...
Okay.
Thanks.
Right. Oh, by the way.
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way. According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check. He also said, just to be safe, we'll do it the mercenary. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought. We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos.
Port Ormos? They're going to leave by boat?
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look for ourselves.
Look! Vtuber thinks the D is tracking...
Shh! Don't the port is
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him. This place will do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
Uh-oh! He saw us!
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only person on the boat?
You mean there's nobody with him?
And where are all the soldiers we saw on the port?
They were all here just a few minutes.
So this was a trap. Wait, don't tell me that.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party's DI.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she...
Oh no! Are you...
Let's go!
Parties,
I believe we...
but you've been in.
Even the Grand Sage, I've done my duty.
It would seem you can keep trying.
With all due respect,
Well, you only. I may be. It is still my.
then it seems...
No one will lay a hand on.
Tanori! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
These are two real cross the line. Don't teach him a lesson.
Fly!
There's no use resisting. Give us Hypatia. Keep dreaming.
Yeah, Tanori, feel that! Feel the foot!
The doctor's orders are absolute.
Yeah? You've been someone's black dog for so long that you don't know anything else now.
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We need to make sure they don't try to sneak around and attack from behind.
Got it! Hypatia's still... Well, how is she? Oh, that's good.
So, you think this is over?
What?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, we're in...
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Party's DI and made contact with Hypatia. I didn't need to I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch. I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey! Travel!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details. Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine battle against me? Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for a god as they can... But this also... Yes. What is it? Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words almost make you sound like a friend who actually cares, but you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content recorded on it is what gives it value. All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you to protect it with such zest and conviction? I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking, and sense the depth of your determination. This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about the truth. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance. Ah, You've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, I think you'd feel the same way. She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified to become my first follower. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory. You're doubting me again? Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord? The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Ah! Paimon hears thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the ballad... where is this? That means anyone outside is in danger! Oh! Have the Fatui retreated? Hey, what happened?
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen eremites get struck by lightning before. You need to rest.
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. The lightning started attacking everyone, almost as if it were alive. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of...
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. It's all right. My wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant. Is it...
Hey, didn't I tell you not to move?
Just in case. Let's go to... Thank goodness.
Hey!
I understand my condition.
Ugh.
I know.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for...
So that's what you were talking to the...
That sounds, as long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I'll only work when I have to. I must...
Don't say that.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did.
You said the Balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his past. So, what could be there?
Have you noticed? The Balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks the doctor has no right to consider himself as his equal.
So, if the...
Based on what the... In other words?
Yay! That's a...
Thank you for the help, Tainari.
Yeah.
Okay, that wraps things up for... Let's continue.
All right,
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
let's report back one by one. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal.
I'll go next.
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and so, we...
Oh, Tainari...
Everything also to avoid a...
I can't believe...
It's all thing...
It appears, well,
Huh?
Well,
Shouldn't you end?
personally,
I'll hate them.
Oh, and if so, you should find.
But I thought all of
Then I should remind.
I know that.
A scribe is responsible.
Fine, whatever. Well, sign.
Employer?
Yep. The traveler hired.
Yeah, say something to boost morale. Huh?
What are you all doing here?
Oh, it's Nilu.
Hey everyone. I'm not disturbed.
Not at all. I was.
But you also
Welcome, Nilu. Would you?
join? You mean you also want to discuss something important with me?
Yes, something very important. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Wait, you're serious? I can't believe my ears. You are truly the bravest and most passionate people. Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but you are awesome as well.
That's right.
I must admit that I'm a little scared, but I'll try my best for lesser learning.
Remember,
Okay, I'll get my first.
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep.
All the preparations are done.
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all set.
well said.
Oh,
Okay,